Hey there, tech heads. This is Josh with Techtopia TV, and today we are going to be talking about the Kamerar SD1 Mark II 23-inch camera slider slash dolly. All right, so I picked this up probably about 6, 7, 8 months ago. I know you've seen it in a couple of my videos. Well, at least you know what it's capable of. You have seen it in a couple of my videos. Some of the pan shots that I've gotten of, the mouse, the keyboard, my computer, during the PC cleaning video that I did. But you haven't actually seen it. Now, this is a great piece of tech. Now, whenever I opened it up and I started using it, I noticed that it's very, very rigid. It's all metal construction except for maybe this brake screw here. People have complained about breaking that. I don't know what they were doing. They must have been really cranking that thing down to get it to break. I haven't had any problems with it. But other than that, I mean, it's been working great. I absolutely love it. So what it is it is a slider for your camera, plus it's actually a dolly for your camera. Now, I mean, it's pretty limited on what you can do as far as it being a dolly, considering that it's just got some, some rollerblade or inline skate wheels on it, and it's really low to the ground. I mean, there's really not much you can do. It's not like a dolly that you would have for, say, your tripod, and that way you could, roll it around at height of people, so that way you could get some nice rolling shots of your talent that you're using in your videos. So it's not really good for that. But what I will say is that it's excellent for getting some nature photos, some product review, B-roll. I mean, it's great for B-roll, and that's what I use it for. Now, I use it in a lot of my videos, and it's worked perfectly fine. So now what I'm going to talk about is the different things that you can do with it. Now, it's simple. I mean, it rolls smooth. It's got nylon wheels. The plate is really, really nice. I'm going to try to do this as best as I can while I'm holding it, since I didn't put it on a table. But I mean, as you can see, it rolls and slides and glides super smooth. So it really is a great device, and I absolutely love it. It was worth every penny, and I'm surprised that it actually wasn't more expensive, to be quite honest. Now, it has these feet on it that you can tighten down, and you can actually lengthen it out. So that way, if you're on an uneven surface, you can actually, put one down lower than the other, get it to where it's real stable and sturdy, and then you can slide it along. Now, at the end of the video, I'm going to show a brief little thing that I did to kind of give you an idea of what you can do to get out of it, or what you can get out of it using it. So anyhow, the issue that I had was one of my shots was a real low shot, and I had it on the ground, and of course, because it wasn't high, a little bit higher up, and I had a hard time propping it on anything where I couldn't just run back inside and grab something to prop it up a little bit higher. I kept getting grass caught in the wheels. So that made it kind of interesting for that, but it ended up working out all right. So the other thing about this is that you have these knobs here, which allow you to turn the wheels. So now you can have it to where it's like a car. So now it'll turn with the wheel. So, I'll have some stuff showing you kind of, what it does while I'm talking, so that way you can kind of get an idea of things that you can do with it. So you can tighten or turn both of these to where you can make a real tight radius. So let's say you had something awesome in the center of, I don't know if you have a table big enough. I haven't really tried to put both in to make a perfect circle to see exactly how well that works and what the turning radius of it is. But if you had a big enough platform and you had something in the center of it, you could actually set the camera up to aim at the center of the circle, and you could just push this thing and let it drive all the way around your object, and that's actually a really cool idea. So actually, I think after this video, now that I just thought of that, I'm going to test it out to kind of see what kind of turning radius it really is. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be fairly large, but This is a 23-inch slider. It's not large. It's not very big at all. It's not very heavy. I mean, it is metal construction. It's solid, but it doesn't. It's not going to be like, oh man, I don't want to lug this thing around. But the only issue is that it's only 23 inches. So 23 inches means that you don't get to slide very far. 47 inch, I think they have a version that is 47 inches, but it was substantially more, and I didn't want to have this big bar all over the way. I mean, because it would be twice as long. So I didn't really want anything that big, so I just stuck with the 23 inch, and it's been working fine for products. The other thing that it has is that it has these little pulleys on the end here that I have actually found pretty useful. I mean, I haven't messed with it in in the terms that they talk about with like weights and stuff, because you can, as long as you know the weight that you're trying to pull with your camera and like a ball head that you might have on there, if you have like a 360 degree ball head on here, which is what I use. It doesn't, you have to figure out how much weight your camera plus that and everything is, calculate how much it is on the slope. If you're going to do a slope and have the camera kind of go up to look at something, then you need to find out how much weight that is, and you need to get a string or rope that is strong enough to hold that kind of weight, and you're going to put that weight down here at the bottom. And then you can let go of it, and when you let go of it, it'll be a nice smooth pan, so that way it's not, you're not using your jerky motion. So let's say you forgot to eat lunch or something when you were out backpacking for a long time trying to get some video and you're shaky. You're going to have shaky footage. So that's a good way to get non-shaky footage. So it's really awesome. I mean, it's all compact, I mean, you can see that the pulleys are built on the ends. These wheels, you can completely take them off if you don't want the dolly at all. You can take them off and it's just a straight bar. So that's kind of cool in itself. I mean, they don't really get in the way for me, so I just leave them on there all the time because in case I need it, which now that I think about it, I've never used the dolly until this video to show you what it can do. So yeah, I might take them off now just to save some weight. So the other thing is that it does come with a 3/8 to 1/4 inch adapter on there for any kind of video heads. If you have like a video head from your tripod, a flat one, you can use that, or you can buy one of those little hi-hats to get a bowl mounted tripod head in there, because that's kind of how my new tripod is. It's a bowl head, so it's kind of it'll be really hard to get it to work on this properly. So I most likely will never be using that video head on here, unfortunately. Maybe I'll have to buy another video head specifically for this. So it's really simple to use. It moves really easy. I had my son do a video of a flower that ended up having a weird little bug on it, and I'll throw it up there right now. And he was able to do it really simple. I mean, we had to do like maybe 2 or 3 takes before he finally got it in there, but after everything was said and done, I thought he did pretty good. It was a little juddery and everything, but like I said, it was an 8-year-old, and it was only like his 3rd time using it, and we just did it for fun, just to see how well it would work out for him, and it was super simple, and he absolutely loved it. So that is a very cool thing. Now, other than that, there's really not much else to say about it. It is built very, very strong. I feel like it'll last forever. The only thing that I have the qualms about is what everybody else had issues with, and that's the plastic brake, which I know has like a rubber on the other end, so that way you can push it down next to or up against the rail that it's sliding on to stop it. So that way it doesn't move, and you can tighten it a little bit to get a little bit of drag resistance. Like if you don't want it to just kind of go and fly, you can tighten it down a little bit to make it kind of slide. Like a lot of mine that I do is I have it at an angle. If I'm going to go down, or if I had the camera facing forward going down, I tighten it up just to where there's enough resistance to where the gravity will let it go. And it's actually pretty smooth. I mean, every now and then in the center, it kind of like gives way a little bit, and it'll speed up for a second and then catch itself again. But I don't know if that's just maybe a flaw in the design. It's a little bit thinner in one area than the rest of it. I don't know. But other than that, it's a great piece of kit to have with you, and it's really not too expensive, so it shouldn't really break your bank. And all in all, I'd definitely give it, I'd say minus that little issue with the brake being plastic, I'd definitely give this thing a 9 out of 10. I absolutely love this thing, and I enjoy using it every time I use it. So again, this was Josh with Techtopia TV, and this was my review of the Kamerar SD1 Mark II 23-inch slider/dolly. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.